How's everyone doing? The doorbell just rang and I got another red box of mystery. I'm excited. Can't wait to check out to see what's in this box. Every time it comes, I have no idea what's in here. And right there, it says YouTube Absolute Sublime 1, Jay Swick. That's me. So I'm excited, and I figured I'd go ahead and do kind of an unboxing mail day since I've done it the two other times. The first time it came, I had no idea what the heck it was. Very impromptu. The second time, the doorbell rang and I was home and I decided to do an unboxing. So I figured, why not do a trifecta? But this is the third time this has happened. This is such a bizarre thing to me. They're essentially, all these movies have come after the release date like a good month before, so I haven't opened this up yet and checked it out yet. I just marked out my address on here real quick before I shot the video and cut the tape right there, but I don't know what's in here yet, so we'll be surprised together. So let's go ahead and check this out. So I've never dealt with any company sending stuff out, like review copies or anything like that, after the release date, especially like a month after the release date, which has pretty much been the case for everything I've received in these red boxes. And I've never received anything in red boxes before either. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, don't look a gift horse in the mouth, basically. So I'm very happy for this happening and it continually happening. So let's go ahead and pop it open. And here we go, right off the bat. There's a little sneak preview. First up, I'll show you Snatched, which was Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn. There's a few other recognizable faces in here. This is the 4K Ultra HD release. Christopher Maloney is in here too. I always remember him from Oz, but of course SVU, which is one of those TV shows that you can turn on a channel and it'll be on any time of day. You'll find some channel with it on there. But yeah, Ike Barinholtz, I remember him from Mad TV, but he's in a bunch of other stuff. Joan Cusack too. Wanda Sykes. I remember seeing Wanda Sykes at my local comedy club, Stress Factory Comedy Club, and it was the most sold out I have ever seen it. And like, you know, it sells out capacity all the time, but this one, they were like bringing seats in from the back. They're trying to accommodate, and I appreciate that. But that was a fantastic show. She's hilarious. I wish she kind of had a bigger role in here, but I'm still a fan of Goldie Hawn. Amy Schumer, I used to be a huge fan of hers. I remember going to see her all the time. In fact, at Stress Factory many times, and got pictures with her and stuff. And then once she got her TV show, I think the fame went to her head. I just don't think she's the same person. She's not as fan-friendly for sure. Back in the day, like, she would, you know, take pictures with the fans. She would, you know, hawk her CDs and stuff like that and sell stuff, merchandising. But I remember the last time I saw her, she like basically ran off stage, wouldn't talk to anybody at the comedy club, wouldn't take any pictures with fans or anything like that. So it was really shocking to see how much she changed. And I know recently I heard a story like she had a negative experience with a fan, but that was, and that's her reasoning now for not taking pictures of the fans, but that was long. I mean, she was like that long before that incident. I still think she's funny, but her routine and shtick is getting kind of old. It's the same kind of, you know, dirty sex jokes, and people can, you know, call her like feminist comedy. She's not feminist comedy. Her whole career has been based on doing dirty sex jokes and talking about her vagina. I mean, that's not, you know, you can say it's feminist, but it's not. It's a lot of her writers on her TV show that are doing the feminist comedy. But yeah, this is her typical stuff. So if you like Amy Schumer, you'll probably enjoy it. I thought it was decent. I thought it was just about average. There were some really funny parts, and then a lot of it just seemed to drag, and you kind of waited for the next punchline. But basically, I can't remember, they go on vacation. I can't remember where it was now, exotic vacation. Goldie Hawn's the mother, and Amy Schumer is kind of essentially, you know, a loser character, doesn't have anything going on in her life, or just breaks up with her boyfriend, and they get kidnapped while down there, and lots of hijinks ensue. There was a couple parts where I just felt unnecessary, like they tried too hard. Like there was the tapeworm part. I was like, that just didn't even seem necessary. It wasn't funny. It just seemed out of place. There were some good special features too, though, that were supposed to be on this. I haven't checked them out yet, but I heard about them. I think somebody uploaded a clip of one of the extended or deleted scenes with Christopher Maloney with the anaconda, which I thought was actually kind of funny. It wouldn't have worked for how the movie played out, but yeah, if you like Amy Schumer stuff, you'll probably enjoy this one. Again, I thought it was decent. It had some good laughs in there, but could have been a lot better. Next up for the 4K Ultra HD releases is Alien Covenant. this is one that was a mixed bag for me. I loved Prometheus. Everybody crapped on Prometheus. To me, I think Prometheus is a modern sci-fi classic. I think the biggest argument was, or at least people wanted to see where the xenomorphs jumping around. It didn't need to have that. You had a little bit towards the end, but this one had, it felt like they forced some stuff here. And the cast was the biggest issue for me. None of the cast were really too memorable, except for Danny McBride's character. I think was the most memorable part. And James Franco, I wish he would have that long of a screen time in every movie he's in, because I am not a James Franco fan. He fell off I think he used to be really talented, but after 127 hours, he just fell off a cliff. He co-hosted the Oscars with Anne Hathaway. She did everything she could to, save that, but he just seemed not interested or on drugs or something during that Oscar hosting. That was the worst Oscar hosting ever. But after that, I just feel like he's gone downhill as an actor. But yeah, this one, the characters weren't memorable. They didn't stand out. The visuals were stunning. Again, and people were complaining about Prometheus, the characters doing, ridiculous, stupid things. This one had it way more. Everything about this, you just like shake your head. You're like, come on. Michael Fassbender was great in here as always. He plays kind of a dual character in here. But you can see the one twist towards the end coming a mile away. But yeah, very stunning visually. It's got that washed out look to it. I can't wait to check both of these out. Well, mostly this one in 4K Ultra HD, and it's really about the HDR. HDR is one thing that really makes 4K shine. You can definitely, I know a lot of people are still skeptical about it, but there's certain ones where you can, it's definitely worth it. I mean, if you want the top of the line 4K Ultra HD, it's here to stay. I mean, that's just the way it is. But let me know what you thought of Alien Covenant. I remember somebody posted on Instagram recently complaining about the 6.5 IMDb rating. I'm like, I think that's pretty much on par for what I would rate this. Maybe like a 7. But he's like, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm like, listen, not everybody's going to agree with you, and especially not on a movie like this. And I don't know. It's interesting to see how skewed people's perspectives are on movies. Like Prometheus, for me, I could see that being like a 9.5 out of 10. I love the heck out of that movie. Alien Covenant, to me, I would say a 7. And I feel like that's on the high end. 6.5 would be good too for me, but it felt like it was forced. It felt like it was rushed. It felt like a lot of the characters just didn't stand out. It just didn't mesh well. The actions of the characters were ridiculous. There were some great scenes in here. I liked a lot of the elements that they were trying to do. It just didn't fully come together. It felt bloated as well. I wanted more from it. I heard there might be like 6 more Alien movies. Personally, I'm okay with it, but they need to get better characters, better actors. I like some of the actors, but again, they just didn't stand out. Next up is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. I have never seen any of these Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. I know there's like a bunch of them. I know they're really popular. I believe Alicia Silverstone plays the mother in here. So I've always been a big fan of hers, back in the day with Clueless. But I also remember the one where she was the stalker chick too. I love the heck out of that movie. And then I'm trying to remember who's the other guy in here. Tom Everett Scott, I believe, is the father in here. He's a well-known actor. So there we go. Looking forward to checking this one out. Looks like, essentially a family kid movie kind of stuff, but maybe it'll be entertaining. I'll give it a fair chance. Next up is My Cousin Rachel, which I have not seen this one. I've heard decent things about it. I haven't heard too much about it, but I like Rachel Weisz a lot as an actress. It looks like it's, a period piece kind of set in maybe like England during maybe turn of the century. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't say right here on the back, but I love the concept of this. It's apparently this guy whose cousin passes away, and then the wife right there, he thinks the wife killed him, and so he's trying to plot revenge, but then he falls in love with her. And even though everything's adding up to her being the killer, he still is falling madly in love with her. So I love the heck out of this concept, and I can't wait to check this one out. I'm really excited for that. And it's based on a novel. I think this is like the 3rd adaptation of that novel too. So let me know, again, for all of these movies, let me know which is your favorite pickup out of all of these, and if you've seen them as well. There's a few in here that I haven't seen, so I'm excited to check them out, especially My Cousin Rachel. So big time looking forward to that. And let's see what we got up here next. Gifted, which I didn't hear much about this movie. Has Chris Evans in here, Jenny Slate. I always like Jenny Slate, and Octavia Spencer, who's always good as well. But it looks like a touching family drama kind of movie, maybe some emotional honesty. I feel like a lot of these kind of movies have it. Heartfelt and uplifting. So yeah, apparently she's a mathematical genius, and I think he's a single father. She's a child prodigy, and the grandmother gets involved, and different things happen there. So it looks like it'll be a very touching kind of movie. But yeah, I like Chris Evans a lot too. So we will see on that one. And next up, last but not least, Boss Baby. One thing I don't know, a lot of people might not get the reference. Cookies are for closers. Alec Baldwin right there. That's kind of an homage to his character in Glengarry Glen Ross, which for me, that was the best part of the movie, Alec Baldwin's speech in that one. So kind of looking forward to checking out. I think it's going to be, you know, ridiculous, but I still want to see. I know there's a bunch of other people who did like voices in here. I think Jimmy Kimmel was one too, but I can't remember who else. There was Steve Buscemi, I think, was another one, but there was a whole bunch of other people that did the voice casting here. Let me see if it says on the back. Man, this is a really tight slipcover. Holy moly. That's weird. I don't really see any of the other cast. Usually when you take off the slipcover, there's more of the cast and crew down here. But Hans Zimmer did the score, so at least that's good. But it looks ridiculous. Oh, you know, I was just remembering, I was trying to remember who, this whole time in the back of my mind, I was like, think about it, who Alicia Silverstone's movie where she played the crazy stalker was called The Crush. Love the heck out of that movie. And there's actually another movie, like, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago called The Crush as well. Another stalker movie, not the same kind of premise, but that one was really good too, kind of underrated. But yeah, Alicia Silverstone, The Crush, love the heck out of her in that one. But Boss Baby, it looks like it's going to be cheesy, you know, more geared towards kids and stuff like that, but maybe it'll be entertaining. Again, I like the reference right there to Glengarry Glen Ross. Always be closing. So there you go. Let me know which of these is your favorite, and if you've seen any of them as well. So I'm excited to check out My Cousin Rachel the most, because that's the one of the ones I haven't seen. Gifted sounds good as well. I've seen both of these ones, but I'm looking forward to checking this one out, revisiting it again. Maybe I'll appreciate it more on a rewatch, but I'm looking forward to checking it out in 4K with HDR. Looks like it has just a butt ton of special features right there. Snatched for me, I'll probably keep it in the collection. I'll give it at least a rewatch and see. Funniest movie of the year, come on now. Come on. Sheesh. I feel like sometimes some of these reviewer people just put blurbs out there to get a chance to be on like a cover like that, but I thought it was just about average. I'll give it a rewatch. Maybe I'll appreciate it a little bit more. Maybe I'll appreciate it less. Who knows? But yeah, for me, Amy Schumer, I used to like her so much more, and she's doing the same shtick, and she's just, once I feel like she got her TV show, the fame went to her head. But there you go. Let me know what you think. Red Box of Mystery, you have been good to me. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah. I hope I still keep getting some of these Red Box of Mysteries. To me, it's still a mystery. I don't know exactly the reasoning behind it, because if it were review copies, they usually don't send them out late, especially, like, I believe all these titles have been out for like a month now, so that's not the norm for, especially big studios. This is all 20th Century Fox releases. So yeah, I don't know the whole reasoning behind it, but I am so thankful, so grateful, and once I view the movies that I haven't checked out, I will do a proper in-depth review video for them, my reviews and recommendations video. Really excited. I'm going to pop this one probably tonight, My Cousin Rachel. So there you go. Let me know what you think of the movies if you've seen them, and which one is your favorite, again, just to reiterate. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.